Welcome back. One of the ultimate honours after one's sporting career has come to an end is to make it into a Hall of Fame tonight in Sun City. The class of 1996, the Bafana team that claimed the Africa Cup of Nations will receive that honour when they are inducted into the SA Sports Hall of Fame. You can catch the coverage of the ceremony live on this channel from 7:30. And for more, let's cross to my colleague Thabiso Sithole, who's standing by with the latest. Thabiso, why did it take so long for this team to get into the Hall of Fame?
Good evening, Simon. Good evening to our viewers on SABC News Channel. Well, it didn't take too long, Simon. Remember, last year in around October, we were exactly here when the class of 95, the Springbok team, was inducted. So the following year, obviously, 95-96, Bafana Bafana, class of 96, did, well, the unthinkable. 5 years from reintroducing South Africa back to sports. They went on to win AFCON 96, and I was speaking to some of the legends. I tell you, I'm like a kid in a candy store seeing all those names from the past. But tell you what, Simon, again, the man who, well, was tasked with putting this all together, Johnny Berger from the Hall of Fame. Johnny, welcome once again to SABC News Channel. And remember what it did for the country, and this year is no different.
Yeah, what a humble privilege. I mean, last year it was 21 years later after inductee, after the 95 guys lifted the trophy. And this year, 21 years later, after Bafana lifted the trophy. What a great honor and privilege to be associated with these heroes, you know, to give our future generation hope. And that's why we're here, to celebrate and for our future generation to remember these guys 100 years from now.
Johnny, take us through this. I mean, we discussed this last year, the importance, like you're saying, of remembering, especially the men and women who've done this country proud and flown their flag. Simon is asking me, why is it taking so long? But logistics, putting things like these together, and the importance of not making it a willy-nilly free-for-all. There are people who deserve to remember, and these are just such.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, it's taken us 10 years to make this dream a reality. And I've always made it very clear to the public of South Africa that every little boy and girl has a hope. You know, they've got a dream and they've got a hero. And how do we persevere with that hope? And how do we keep on getting our youngsters to keep on dreaming? We've got to induct these heroes into the Hall of Fame in order for us to celebrate their achievements, and then we inspire and empower the youth of South Africa to unite this beautiful rainbow nation.
Most importantly as well, from the SA Hall of Fame, you're looking at SA Hall of Fame, apologies, the importance again of bringing all these yesteryear stars, the credibility of the business that you guys are doing shows, because like you're saying, it takes years to hunt every one of these people down, because not all of them are still in football.
No, I mean, if you take from 1905, we've got 134 Hall of Famers. So that just emphasizes the fact that anybody and everybody is not going to become a Hall of Famer. It's got to be that elite. You know, the penultimate is playing on national level, and the ultimate is to become a Hall of Famer. And we've always said that a gold medal is a wonderful thing, but if you cannot be anything without it, you'll never be enough with it. So it's not only about the talent, it's about the character. And I think the 96 side showed exactly that character superseded talent, and that's that character that we want to manifest through them into our youth, so that when their careers in sport is over one day, there's still a holistic life left for them.
Johnny, we're going to speak to the coach of 96 but before I let you go, just take our viewers through what should they expect tonight, because I know you pull out all the stops in there. It's expected to be a razzmatazz, dazzling evening.
Yeah, look, it's going to be an unbelievable evening. I mean, the watchers at home will enjoy it. It's really a celebration, and that's what we've done it. The Yvonne Chaka Chakas is here to perform, you know, and we've got just a lineup that's going to blow these people away tonight. So we're very privileged.
Johnny, I tell you what, we're privileged at SABC News for you guys inviting us over, because I must tell you, our viewers at home, they definitely watching this. I know we're already streaming it live on air. So just for our viewers at Simon and you back home, that you can catch it. If you don't have a television, SABC News channel, they can also stream it on SABC News online, and I know that Johnny will be having fun in there. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much. What a privilege. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Well, Simon, before I send matters back to you, I'm going to speak to the coach of the 1996 team, the dog himself, Clive Barker.
Yeah,
Clive, nice to see you again.
Yeah, you come across really well. Well done. Keep going.
I try, Clive.
No, you.
I tell you what, we sit back, Simon, you think of, there's one thing that I remember, that short guy flying like an aeroplane through FNB.
Yeah. You're delighted. That was wonderful. You're taking me back a little bit, yeah. Yeah, it was fantastic. I don't know what made me do it. I used to do a flip, but I'd hit my head in the back in Bloemfontein when we were up there. And so I thought I'd find something new. And of course, I decided to do the run and got close to the doctor and gave him a kiss, I think it was. And it stayed with me for forever.
Clive, take us through this evening. It's class of 96. We've spoken to your captain, we've spoken to some of the athletes or your players. That team, even today, when you speak of Bafana Bafana, that's the first team that comes to mind.
Yeah, it does. It's fantastic. I mean, if I had to walk down West Street, and this is not good for the game, with that team as against the teams that have followed it, everybody would make a beeline for the old team, and Dr. Kamala's and their shoes, Mishu, when he was with us, and all round. I mean, just to see them today, and they look so damn well, and didn't play that well at golf.
If the gentleman gets lost of words.
Well, so I will tell you what, this man, coach, this man is the one that sealed it for the country back then.
That's what you are, unforgettable. Is that okay? Okay.
That's fine. We're definitely going to touch base with the game, but later, because we're still live right now. Coach, we have to head back to studio in a couple of minutes, but this evening we're speaking to from Mr. Berger from the SA Hall of Fame, the importance of the history, the legacy that this team left behind for hundreds of years to come. You shall never be forgotten.
Yeah, this is fantastic. We want other sides to beat us. We want them to emulate us and be better. Because what happens if, whenever you mention that side, you can see people say, oh, we've heard all about this team. But they just answered all the questions. They were so damn good. They were big personalities in the game. They were strong. They played everybody in the world, home and away. And they were just special. And I think that's what made them so good.
Clive Barker, thank you very much for joining us. The dog, as it were, and no derogatory terms there. Thank you very much for joining us. We still want to catch up with you a bit later. Simon Burke, I know, green with envy you are. You in studio. Look who I'm chilling with. But again, to our viewers, do stay with us on SABC News. Clive Barker, we are live, so everyone at home can even call the kids, tell them to watch through.
I hope they thought maybe Nat King Cole was reborn again. Eh?
Well, Simon, back to you. We'll catch up a bit later.
Thabiso Sithole, thank you very much. Enjoy. We will be back with Thabiso at 7:30 for the entire ceremony. But first, some